Hello, I am Carrie, and this is Beyond the Womb Tarot, where I channel messages that help you continue to grow beyond the womb or expand your mind outside of your current comfort zone to enable you to become your highest self. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. Very excited for this reading today because I don't know, I feel like it's been a while. And I love to check in. I'm doing another energy reading, which I'm basically just getting the energies of, what are things, like what's going on right now? What should we be aware of? What are we feeling? Just to kind of help process the emotions. And I like to find things that can help us. Like how can this energy help us move forward? And this is the spread that I pulled this time around. It's been interesting because we have Mercury retrograde and all of these eclipses and stuff happening. We just had the equinox and something else happened. Something else just happened, but I can't remember. Something about an Aries, some kind of something. But with all these energies, I like to kind of check in and tune in with myself and see how I feel and see what differences and changes are going on in my life. I feel like this time with Mercury retrograde, I definitely felt it a lot. I kind of felt a lot of chaos, and even with communication between me and my brain, like my brain has been moving so fast that sometimes the words don't come out of my mouth correctly. And so I'm like, am I developing a stutter? Like, what's going on? But just kind of like sitting back and observing within myself what has been going on. And one major thing that I've been feeling is time. I just feel like time, I rely too much on time. I pay so much attention to time. It's just like time is so important to me. Like it just keeps coming up as a theme in my life. Like time, time, time. Even my clock that I have in my house, it stopped working. And I was like, how is it not working? I literally just changed the batteries. What's going on? But it just decided it wasn't going to work anymore. And every time I look at the clock that's not working, it helps me remember, like, I keep looking at this clock. Like, it is like a habit. It's like it's controlling me, something like that. And that is what I'm seeing here when I look at the spread. Not that time is controlling and blah, 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 but like time is an important theme for us to be paying attention to. And it's not even about the passage of time. It's basically about what we're doing with our time and how we're utilizing it, and how our energy and time go together or don't go together. There's certain ways that you can do things. And always when I think about this, I think about the difference between making love and just banging. When someone makes love with you, they take their time. They get to know you. They get to know your likes and dislikes. They get to know your spots, stuff like that. But when they're just banging, it's like they want to just get to the end goal and skip all of the other things in between that can also be fun and pleasurable. And I feel like that in this reading, it's talking about a different way of looking at your life and utilizing the time in your life. Even when it comes to like work in your jobs, I've worked so many jobs that wanted to like take every last bit of your energy, like suck it out of you. They want every single piece that you can possibly give at the job. And then there's other jobs that allow you to have like time to be creative and contemplative, and you have that space and time so that you can really take your time and come up with something beautiful, create something amazing. Think outside of the box, not just, go, 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 which doesn't really allow you the time to perfect and be precise. That is what I'm seeing here. If we look at the Queen of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, she's very creative. She can, whip something up. She has everything she needs. She's got so much charisma. If I see her in a room, you can see her like working it. She's not going to be sitting still. She's going to be a dynamic force in that room. But because it's being clarified by the Four of Pentacles, I really feel like this energy of not wanting to be that dynamic force. It's like an energy of kind of holding back. Imagine being the Queen of Wands, but, wearing demure clothes, sitting down instead of standing up and standing out. She might not speak up. Like, I don't think that this is the Queen of Wands in reverse. I really feel like this is the Queen of Wands in contemplation, these two cards together. She's considering where she wants to put her energy. It's like a slowing down of the energies. Perhaps in life you have been somebody who pushes forward. It goes, 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 goes. I'm talking like pedal to the metal, like let me achieve this goal. Okay, what's the next goal? All right, let me do that other thing. But in this energy, in this reading, I feel like the energy is like slowing down, really paying attention to the next turn. You know, taking your time, like literally stopping and smelling the roses. I kind of feel that type of energy. And the reason being is because the Queen of Wands wants to create her piece de resistance, like that thing. She wants to make the thing that is going to like be her legacy. She wants to really take some time and make love to it, basically, and not just like bang it out or whatever. She wants to create it and like craft it and, you know, be like the master sculptor of whatever this thing is. And so that's why there's that energy of like slowing down, focusing in on the details, taking your time, making it like just right. And then we have the Lovers being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. When I look at this Lovers card, I don't always see this, but right now I'm seeing Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. They're given a choice there in that garden. The snake says, hey, bite this apple. God says, no, don't bite that apple. Or whatever the fruit is. Something about the tree of knowledge. But Adam and Eve are not in alignment in the way that they are moving forward. Eve is like, yo, I want to bite this apple. I want the knowledge. I want to see what's going on. I want to like immerse myself in this world. And Adam is like, nah, God said don't do that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay in paradise and chill. Like I'm not trying to go out there and do all that. This is the Lovers card because they're supposed to be like on the same page, yin and yang. They need to move forward together. They need to make this decision together. Like, are we gonna bite the apple or are we not? Are we gonna stay here or are we gonna go? That's the type of energy I feel. But when I see the Page of Pentacles, I really feel like this is a new opportunity to like make a different choice and do something different. Do you bite the apple or do you not? Neither of them knows what's on the other side of biting the apple. But there's that choice that they choose, either bite the apple or don't bite the apple. In this reading and the energy that I'm feeling, especially when it comes to time and like taking time into your own hands, basically, which I don't know, I kind of see when I see the Page of Pentacles. This is not a clock, but I mean, it's a clock. It's like making the choice that really resonates with the things that you're like, whatever your goals are. I feel like when we hear the story of Adam and Eve in the Bible, there's a lot of like shame and blame placed on Eve for biting that apple. But I feel like if it were the other way around and Adam did not bite the apple and we were just chilling in the Garden of Eden, I feel like there would be people who are like, man, we should have bit that apple a long time ago so that we would know what's on the other side of biting this apple. Like, I feel like the story would be the same story of dissatisfaction that the apple wasn't bitten. So I feel like it's a choice. It's like which choice is gonna more align with your values right now. If you right now value having more adventure and getting out there and seeing this and that and learning this and that, then you're gonna bite the apple. But right now, if you have had your fill of adventure, you want to sit back and you want to relax, you want to create something in this beautiful space that you are, then maybe it's that time for the choice to not bite the apple. You know, like I feel like there's an opportunity right now for us to make a choice that is going to be in our best interest. And what our best interest is has to do with what we would like to be doing with our time and how we feel our time is best serving us, like us being the operative word. When we come over here and look at the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, again, I get this energy of time. The Knight of Wands is fast, fast, fast. Like he's not really set very well on his horse. The horse is not calm and stable and steady. That thing is rearing up and ready to go. The Five of Pentacles is not steady or stable either. In this Five of Pentacles energy, these people are leaving their place of safety and going somewhere else. So I feel like all this unsteady, unstable energy here, and it is, to me, because you have left something behind. Before, again, we're talking about biting the apple or not biting the apple. Whatever you have done before, if you're going to do the opposite thing of that, like if you're going to try something different, you might not feel comfortable in this steady or in this new energy. Like, for example, if you decide not to bite the apple, but you're so used to going and achieving, and you decide not to do that anymore, moving away from that, fast moving energy is going to be uncomfortable for you. It's not going to be your place of stability because you're so used to moving around. You're like, okay, what is this? Like sitting in one spot. I feel like I should be doing something. You could like start getting nervous, start, feeling like you're not doing enough. Like there can be all kinds of anxieties that are coming up because you're so used to having that really fast energy around you. The same thing if it's the opposite. If you have not bitten the apple before and you're deciding, all right, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do something new. I'm going to try something out. And you do that and you have, you're not used to that fast moving energy. It is very uncomfortable for you. There's so many things moving and changing and blah, blah, blah. Like it can be an extreme. It can be incredibly uncomfortable. So what I'm getting here is whatever decision that you make sure that you stay in it, like don't vacillate, don't go back and forth. Like choose whatever is going to be best for you because it's going to be in alignment with your goals, and then like really sit in it. That's what we see when we see the Hanged Man: contemplation, introspection. I love this type of energy, like literally sitting there and allowing, like just kind of observing the energies around you. We have it being clarified by the strength card because it does take strength when you're doing something new and you're trying something different. It takes strength to stay there and not to like fall back into your old patterns. I mean, it takes incredible strength, especially if you haven't really changed environments much and maybe it's your behavior that's changing, the choices that are changing. It'll be easy to choose the other thing again, but it's much more difficult to stay in this new energy and like let it play out and see what's going to happen. And so that's what I'm seeing here is like, okay, you've made this choice, whatever choice it is. Like I feel like that means if you're making a choice, that means that there's opportunities being given to you. And so right now, you can either choose the same as usual or try something different. And if you try something different, it's going to be uncomfortable, but hold to it, keep steady here. So you can experience the other side of things, the way that you've never had it before. The slow life if you're always used to fast life. Fast life if you're always used to the slow life. And then see which one works best for you. Okay, let's get some advice. So we know we're going to have an opportunity for something new to come up. Let's get advice on how to do that, how to move forward in it. So we talked about the Queen of Wands kind of, holding back, wanting to make her piece de resistance, like she was kind of chilling, not really putting a lot of energy into other things because she wanted to kind of focus her energy. I see now that she's no longer holding back. The world is open, so that means, okay, my energy is loose. I'm ready to move forward with it. Moving forward, kind of like when I see the Knight of Cups, I always think about giving. It's like giving your energy, but in a very vulnerable way because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. It can go one way or the other, and whatever this thing is, you're pretty sensitive about it. So I really feel the feeling of like you have decided to share your gifts in some kind of way, or share your story, or share something about yourself, something that is pretty vulnerable. And because you have made that choice, or even like choosing to do something that you like, doing something different than what you normally do. But because this is advice, it's like because you've made this choice to do something, to get out there, put it out there. The advice is to do it and don't stop. This is the slow and steady type energy, this Eight of Pentacles. This is the continuing and crank it out over and over and over again. And I feel like this way, like if you're doing things slow and steady, if you're talking about time, if you're doing it slow and steady, you're going to be doing it at a pace in which you can keep up. You don't have to like be trying to run and sprint to do this thing. It's like, I'm going to do it at a pace that I can keep up. So I'm going to set the pace that I can keep up. Like a person who runs the long distances, they're not going to be sprinting. They're going to set a nice pace so they can keep on time, but also get to their destination. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's like the advice is, now that you're ready to start expressing again, whatever it is that you're expressing, make sure that You're doing it at a pace in which you can keep up and you can produce basically results so that you can get to your end goal. And then don't allow anybody to like tell you otherwise. You have your own idea and your own way in which you'd like to do things. But there's going to be all these people with all these opinions and suggestions and I don't know, just a whole bunch of other energy that is not really necessary for you to achieve your goals. So when it comes to your goals, you can be this person who's like, nope, don't need it. Nope, don't need your help. Didn't ask for it. No, I don't need to be doing this, that, and the other thing. I just kind of feel like this person is protecting their dreams from anything that comes up against it. Even people telling you, like, that's not a smart way to do it. Why are you spending your time doing this? Oh, hey, you should be coming over here. Why aren't you doing that? I need your attention. I need your time. Like, there's so many different things that can come up against you and make you, like, back away from your dreams or, like, even put them to the side for a bit or, you know, get you off your schedule, throw you off your game. But the advice is to keep going slow and steady, and anything that's going to stop you, go ahead and protect yourself from that. And not even like you got to fight everybody, but putting yourself in a position in which you can win. I think that is like most of the battle. If we talk about the art of war, just put yourself in a position in which you can win. Like, make it easy for yourself. Don't make it hard for yourself. You know, set stuff up so that you can win. How does that look like in your life? For me, in my life, it means I'm able to have a steady schedule. I'm able to be home at a certain time, wake up at a certain time. I'm able to do my extracurricular activities. I have enough money so that I can do X, Y, and Z. I can, split my time up between doing things that I love, doing things that generate money for me and doing things that I feel like I am giving back to my community. Like, for me, splitting my time up in that way gives me the ideal life. What about you? What is your ideal life? Like, what makes you want to perform? What makes you want to give? What makes you want to do your art, do your work? Just making sure you have all those elements present in your life is you setting up your life to win. And so when people come and tell me I should be doing this or should be doing that, that's already a raised eyebrow because, you don't know what my goals are. You don't know how I should be spending my time. They should tell you, you should go for this, you should go for that, or why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Like, it's easy for you once you have set up your life in the way that you want to be like, oh, nah, that's not in alignment with what I want. So I already know that's not true. I think it's easy to make your life easy for yourself by just literally just setting it up that way. So that is the reading I have. Basically, we're going to get an opportunity. I think something's going to come in to allow us to make a major change in our lives. Literally, we could do something that's gonna like put us in like some really fast energy and go like hustle type energy, or we can set something up to where it's like a little bit slower, a little bit more slow pace. Let's slow and steady this thing. There is no right answer. It's just what's going to be working for you in your life. We all have those periods in our life where we need to hustle and go, and those other periods in our life where we need to sit back and really like take our time with it. So whichever period you're in, sit there. Do not allow the uncomfortableness to like throw you off. Just know already it's going to be uncomfortable. I haven't been here before, or it's been a while since I've done this. Let me sit here and like hold myself up, back myself up as I go through this new thing. All right. Thank you all. We'll see you in the next reading.